Now, around 200 cervical cancer deaths in England have been prevented thanks to the HPV vaccine. That's according to research published in the medical journal The Lancet. Since 2008, schoolgirls have been offered the vaccine to protect them against the human papillomavirus, which causes most cervical cancers. Our health correspondent Sophie Hutchinson has the story.
These jabs given in schools are already saving lives. Research found among the first group of girls to benefit from the vaccine, there were no deaths from cervical cancer in recent years.
It's a remarkable day. The new research demonstrates that HPV vaccination works and saves lives, reduces the number of deaths from cervical cancer, and we have the possibility of eliminating cervical cancer as a public health issue here in the UK.
The human papillomavirus, or HPV, spreads through close skin-to-skin contact. It's responsible for 99% of cervical cancers. But since 2008, girls have been vaccinated against it. Now, for the first time on record, between 2020 and 2024, no women in their early 20s died of cervical cancer. And women below the age of 30 had an almost zero risk of death. Experts say around 200 lives have been saved as a direct result of the vaccine. Alexandra was diagnosed with cervical cancer at the age of 30. She'd left school just before the HPV vaccine was introduced.
I just remember hearing the words and everything went through my head. It was it was so hard, but at the same time I knew something wasn't right. So it was such a shock, but knowing something wasn't right, it just answered all of my questions and fears that I had.
Good girl.
Her cancer was successfully treated, and despite the almost complete removal of her cervix, she went on to have a daughter who she's determined to protect against the disease.
I'm a real advocate for this vaccine because statistics are now proving the facts. Smear tests now specifically look for HPV to reduce the risk. And I know when Ivy is old enough, I will be taking her. She will be first in the queue. I'm not letting her not have this.
So you relax your hand, I'm sweetening out Sugar's shoulder.
The vaccination rates amongst girls in England are well below the 90% that experts say is needed to achieve the global goal of eliminating cervical cancer by 2040. Sophie Hutchinson, BBC News.